Hey everyone, it's reopening the School of Science time. We've got the chance here in the first game of today's episode to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. We had a very, very late win at home against Bayer Leverkusen thanks to a Lorenzo Luca header in like the 91st minute or something, which leaves us second, needing to go to Basel to just match the Leverkusen result, and we're through. Can we get it done? Let's find out. Right, everyone, as I said, this is the first game of today's episode. We're playing away at Basel, and we've made a few sort of changes to the team because we've got a massive game in the league against Chelsea coming up, who are currently top of the table, so we could really do with trying to get a win there. So we've made a few rotations. Verbruggen is coming in just for another game. It's against Basel. We did win quite comfortably last time out. Ballard is coming in for Godfrey, who's a little bit tired. Ballard has actually been after more games. We did play him against Newcastle, who we just beat 3-0, and he actually played really, really well. As did Klozek, he scored. Pepe also started that game, he scored, but he isn't fit enough to start today. And the same with Rooney Bargi. He is technically got a full heart, but he's got a slightly higher risk of injury, so we'll keep him rested. And the same goes for Ward-Prowse and Mikolenko and Pedro Porro. So yeah, fairly sort of normal level of rotation for the team. But yeah, we're going to stick with Luca, try and get the goals in, and then we will probably look to bring him off for someone. Same with Klozek, and try and probably get to Kettler. And he's been asking for more games because I've not been playing him, because as you can see, his average rating is 6.62. He has really, really not been playing well lately. So we'll get into our recent form after this game in advance of the Chelsea match. And I think we've also got some really, really big news, actually, which I completely forgot about because it happened the other day. I've just not been on this for a few days, so yeah, I've been really busy with work and stuff. So yeah, there's some massive news which we'll touch on after this. But in the meantime, let's get into the game. So yeah, this is obviously a game which we should be winning here against Basel. And yeah, like I said, we only need to win. Well, we only need to match the result of Leverkusen. You'll notice our form is 2 defeats there. We'll touch on that in a bit. That was in the league against West Ham and Man United. West Ham was after Anthony Gordon got sent off. We then went on to lose 2-0. And Man United was a 2-0 loss. Again, probably, I mean, it was one of those games where we just really struggled to create anything. We've had the tactic that we're using at the moment, alternating between this and the 5-3-1-2 mostly, just because I think it helps make the most of where we're like the positions we're strongest in. With, you know, the wing backs are probably our two most creative outlets really in terms of their ability. So we've been playing that. Oh, Verbruggen straight to Luca. Oh, he smashes it off the bar. That really should have been a goal. But then sometimes I feel like maybe we struggle a little bit. I don't know. We haven't used the 5-2-1-2 tactic with the number 10 and the 2 strikers as much lately. We've been mainly using this one with the 2 inside forwards. And that's in. Oh, Klozek, I'm pretty sure that was deflected, but that is a nice early goal. Gets the nerves settled, and hopefully we can just build on that and sail through. But yeah, we just kind of struggled a little bit against United, I think. I can't remember exactly what happened, if I'm being honest. I feel like it was a first half goal and then a second half goal. Yeah, it was. First half goal and then a second half goal. I think they scored right on the stroke of half time. And then we went back to, well, I was going to say Goodison Park then. It was Bramley Moor, and we Klozek with his second goal, and that's going to be reviewed, but I'm pretty sure he is onside because Tamori's header, like Klozek, came from behind. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, goal awarded. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. And 2-0. He's so onside. That's 2 goals for Klozek in this first half, or inside 10 minutes. As it stands, we are making our way into the downtown into the next round of the Champions League, and it's 3-0. Lorenzo Luca with his 13th goal of the season. Interesting to note, I think last season he scored like 14 or 15 goals in all competitions all season. It's not even Christmas yet, and he's already on 13. Nathan Patterson with a wicked ball. 3-0 inside 10 minutes, game over. Sorry, Leverkusen, it is Europa League for you. Ooh. I think he was offside. I think he was offside. I think he might have timed his run a little bit too late. Yeah, did think he had timed his run a little bit too late. Yeah, just a fraction. Oh, and there's Barcelona now beating Leverkusen as well. Yeah, so I think we're currently like 4th or 3rd in the league. 8 points behind Chelsea, who, as I said, we are playing next. So we will be hoping to try and get a result there to keep us in touching distance of the top spot. Because we would love to be able to retain the league this season. I think it might be a bit of a stretch. You know, we've got a few fronts to compete on, hopefully, and I'm also trying to not rebuild the team, because obviously the team is in a very good place in some regards, but I definitely feel like we could do with a little bit more like standout quality in certain areas. I feel like we are a good team. I feel like we definitely punch above our weight, to be honest with you. Klozek really should have got his hat-trick there. But yeah, I definitely feel like we punch above our weight, to be honest. Like, winning the league last season with 92 points, it wasn't like, everyone else suffered and we got like, we won it with like a low point tally of like 70 odd points. We got 92 points. But hopefully the news we're going to touch on after this game will help somewhat in that regard. Samek is having a good game in that box-to-box role in for Ward-Prowse. Lovely. Nice. Nah, why? Was Slozak offside? Is that why he left it? This is absolute domination. Look at those stats, everyone, in that top left-hand corner inside 26 minutes. Oh, and Daniel Ballard makes it 4-0. Another assist from Sergio Gomez. Lovely whipped in corner, near post. Ballard meets it. Keeper can't keep it out. Gets a hand to it, but not enough, and it creeps in. And we are absolutely storming this. Perfect morale boosting victory. But look at that, 16 shots, XG of 2.36. Close out Luca. Moreira Jr. What can he do? Feeds Samek. Back to Moreira Jr. Patterson. Moreira Jr. should have made it 5-0. That was a really quite poor effort after some lovely build-up play. Oh, what a ball. Come on, Luca, make it 5. Get your second. Oh, that's great defending. That is really, really good defending, to be fair. Hey, Tom Kraus, our former player, has just scored for Leverkusen against Barcelona. But we're fine. We're fine because, like I said, we only need to match their result because we've got the better head-to-head. Yeah, after a draw in Leverkusen 2-2 and a win at home, we've got the better head-to-head over Leverkusen. So it doesn't matter. They could beat Barcelona and we'll still go through. But yeah, everyone, if you are enjoying the video so far, if you are enjoying the series, do feel free to leave a like down below and drop a comment. What do you think we need to do? Any players? So we're going into the 4th season, everyone. So in your experience, who you find seems to be maybe like an unsung gem, someone sort of slightly off the beaten track, away from the usual suspects of star players potentially at this stage you think could really take us to the next level. I'd be really interested to know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe, because we will probably be getting towards potentially the tail end of this series soon in the next couple of seasons. It would be nice to try and win the Champions League. Don't know whether it might be a little bit of a bridge too far. It might take, sort of a good... And Flojek does get his hat-trick. But I don't know how long this is going to run for. I think we might get to a point where we feel like, if we win 2 or 3 Premier League titles, we might say, that's enough. Obviously, the Champions League is the ultimate goal. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how long it takes. I've got loads of other ideas that I've been trying to work on, like for sort of one-off episodes, like behind the scenes. I've just really not had time to devote to them as much as I want. at the moment in trying to do this and the Pentagon. And then I'm currently in the process of changing jobs, currently in the process of moving house. So I've got so much going on outside of work as it is at the moment without doing these two series as well. So, you know, it would be nice to try and develop them a little bit more if I can. But we'll see. I don't want to rush this. I'm really enjoying doing this. You know, I do support Everton. They are like my sort of main team. And so I would love to try and, you know, really sort of see this through to a really good end. But we'll just have to see what happens. For FM23, I don't know what you guys think. I am actually potentially debating giving streaming a shout. I don't know what you guys would think about that. I'm not going to do a full-on Zealand or, you know, Work the Space, Lelujo style, like, you know, Road to Glory or Parc de Prem or, you know, an Oriental Dragon, Floresdorfer style thing, because I won't have time to, you know, I'm not going to be able to like stream it for like 4 or 5 hours a day. It's going to have to be like a very sort of set schedule, you know, of like, I don't know, you know, like 2 or 3 nights a week. So it's going to be something which would potentially see us through, you know, hopefully for the life of FM23. If not, you know, depending on how it goes, maybe a bit less. So I'll probably be getting like, you know, almost doing like a bit of a mini Build a Nation. Go on, we'll try playing CDK up top. Maybe like a bit of a, Build a Nation type save, where we will, you know, look to maybe take a team like we've sort of talked about before, like a Partizan Belgrade or something like that, and try and, you know, turn them into, you know, Champions League contenders or whatever in, I don't know, like 10 seasons or something like that, if we think we can do it over the course of the whole FM23. But obviously the Pentagon Challenge might actually still be running into, good effort from Anthony Gordon, might actually still be running until the end of this calendar year rather than this year of FM, potentially. You know, we might still be just sort of finishing off the final touches on that come sort of November, December time, you know, trying to get those final Champions Leagues. So they may not finish, that might not finish actually until like the new year. So, and I'm going to then be doing, you know, hopefully then just focusing on the streaming side of things. So I'll probably look to stream through Twitch, and then I'll just do what Zealand does, and I'll just upload the highlights onto YouTube. So you still get like, you know, this sort of 20, 30 minute episodes, potentially, where, well, not potentially, you will. It's just whether it'll be like full games or, you know, key games, kind of like what we do at the moment. But yeah, I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, and if so, let me know. And if you are, Anthony Gordon makes it 6-0. He's definitely onside. Emphatic finish. If he's offside, I will not be happy, because that was a lovely goal, and I think he deserves it. It's been given. Wonderful 6-0. Was it Patterson again with the assist? Do love Nathan Patterson. He's such a good understudy to Pedro Porro. It's probably too good to be an understudy, to be honest with you. I know there's some people who will definitely be agreeing with me on that one. And I think we will bring James Ward-Prowse on just for the final 10 minutes. So if you'd be interested in the idea of me streaming, and if that sounds good to you with the plan I've got in place for it, and, you know, any teams that you want me to do it with. Obviously, there's some like really good challenges out there going into FM23. You've got Bordeaux, who obviously got relegated in the league into League 2, and then got relegated straight down into the 3rd division due to what an emphatic finish from CDK. Absolutely emphatic finish. That is brilliant, because he is someone who can naturally play as a striker. He's accomplished, but he can do that role, and he shows that with that finish there. Absolutely smashes it in to make it 7-0. Keeper had no chance. What a finish that was. Who have we got? We've had Patterson assist. Patterson got a hat trick of assists. Fair play, mate. Well done. And Saint Etienne also got relegated to the 2nd division. I just don't know if they might be too big a challenge to try and do for like my first sort of stream, to see how feasible it is to do over the course of like a sort of 10-11 month cycle. Look at that, absolutely dominated. They had one shot. We had 36. Wow, destroyed them. So before we get onto the Chelsea game, which is taking place on the night of Friday the 13th of December, I'll just take you through our recent form. So obviously we lost 2-1 to Barcelona. Then we drew 0-0 with Wolves. Then managed to beat Brighton 2-0 quite comfortably. Then we lost away 1-0 at Barcelona. And then the first big shock for us of the season was getting absolutely just done big time by Norwich away from home. High-flying Norwich this season. They're doing very well. But we just got absolutely well and truly spanked. Then we managed to bounce back with a 2-1 win at home to Leicester before we won that Leverkusen game, which we talked about before. And then here's the two where we, the West Ham and the Man U games. And then, like I said, then we beat Newcastle 3-0. And now we play, obviously, then just beat Basel 7-0, everyone. 7-0 was very nice. And now we play Chelsea before we then play Bournemouth in the week. So this is the league table as it stands. So as you can see, we are fourth, 5 points clear of Liverpool, 3 points behind City, 4 behind United, and 8 points behind Chelsea, although all three of us have got a game in hand over Chelsea. So if we can get a win tonight, that will put us 5 points behind with a game in hand. So that would be nice. And you were probably actually wondering what that big surprise I was telling you about was. And that was, we got a takeover finally, and we got a Tycoon Takeover. So this is our balance right now. 250 million in the bank, completely wiped out the net debt of the club. In fact, why is that? Let's adjust that. Get that in the positive. Completely wiped out our debt. Finally got that takeover after 18 months of ifs, buts and maybes and possibles. But lovely. So I'm wondering if when the January transfer window comes around, if we're going to get a bit of a bump in our transfer kitty. That'd be really, really nice. Now, interesting thing, one of the reasons turns out why Chelsea are doing so well this season is because they have got none other than Pep Guardiola at the helm. So they've kind of been underperforming quite regularly for the last, 2-3 seasons maybe. In fact, they didn't qualify. I think they qualified for the Europa League actually late last season. But otherwise, they've been nowhere up until this season, and they've just come roaring back. And it is no doubt due to that man Guardiola at the helm. Now we are pretty much going to go with this team. I think everyone. Pepe can come in for who for? Nico played alright last time out, to be fair. So we might keep him in. I don't know who to drop. Samek, maybe? Yeah, maybe go with Samek. And we'll play Renan, I think, in for Branthwaite. And we'll go with that. We'll go to balanced, and we will, force the opposition outside. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Although, actually, because Lukaku's rapid, but he's playing as a false 9, so we'll try that. He's obviously going to be probably dropping into that midfield a little bit more, so potentially not actually using his pace to break the lines quite so much. Let's go. Make me proud. Everyone make me proud. Of course, the first goal is crucial. Duh. So they've got Reece James, Chalobah, Rudiger, Chilwell, Kante. Their team is practically the same as what it is now. Havertz, Lukaku. Obviously, Lukaku is going to Inter. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same as what it is like at the moment. Quite interesting, really. None of their, not really made any signings which are playing in their first team. Oh, obviously, Rudiger's leaving as well. But, interesting to see. Oh, that is something I need to check, actually. Yeah, sorry, everyone, just seen that set piece just reminded me of when we played Leverkusen. I noticed that for a lot of our corners, Luca was kind of sitting on the halfway line, and I was like, well, he should obviously be in the box. And for some reason, he'd swapped roles with, a winger or something. So he had the winger sitting, as the target for all the corners. And then it's Rooney Bargy! It's Rooney Bargy! It's Rooney Bargy. Puts us 1-0 up against the league leaders Chelsea, and scores in front of the Everton fans, and they go mad. Ward-Prowse with the corner, Lucas header, dropped by Mendy, and Rooney in. He did that against Liverpool pretty much the same thing happened against Liverpool when we beat them 2-1 at home. So we noticed Luka wasn't actually in an attacking position for corners. As soon as we swapped him over and put him in the box, he scored. He scored the winner for us against Leverkusen, which, you know, obviously helped us qualify for the next stage of the Champions League. So, yeah, worked the charm, you might say. Oh, and look at that. Rooney's found it again. Here's Luka, has the shot, and he smashes it, but it just goes over. That's unlucky. Don't worry, everyone. The, not irony, but the poetry of having a player who is referred to as Rooney, albeit slightly spelt differently, in an Everton shirt and doing quite well for us is not lost on me. Sergio Gomez, what can we do? Luka heads it over. That was a gilt-edged chance to put us 2-0 up. Aouar wants to play in that number 10 role, but he's been playing quite poorly, and I played him in that sort of more number 8 role, deep line playmaker role. And he, against Newcastle, and he got an assist, and he played the pass for Pepe, who ran through and then got tackled to get us the penalty. So he seemed to work so much better pulling the strings from deep, even though he wants to play as that number 10. It might be me, it might be the tactic, it might be the player role I've given him, but yeah, it seemed to benefit him sitting a little bit deeper. We seemed to get more out of him. Oh, nice. Nice. This is kind of much more what I've been seeing at the start of the season against like Norwich, West Ham, Man United. We were so poor. I think because we've had games going quite quickly, and I've been trying to keep players happy. I've maybe been guilty of, you know, Rafa Benitez in it, or you know, Claudio Ranieri and tinkering too much. But you know, sometimes you've got to do what feels right for your team. And you know what? Just with it getting close to half time, I'm just going to get the wing backs just to sit just a little bit, just to try and stop any of those, you know, sort of diagonal runs in behind from their wingers. Although Havertz is obviously playing as someone who's just going to sort of sit and try and play passes out wide rather than someone who's actually going to. That is an incredible save from Mendy, and I see no reason why that should be disallowed, everyone. No reason at all. Because I think everyone was onside there, and they were. Lorenzo Luca scoring. Godfrey, header, Renan. Look at the save from Mendy to get across that. That was Pickford-esque against Chelsea. But Luca makes it 2-0 on the stroke of half time. Wow. Again, set pieces doing the job. Wow. But yeah, we're you know, last 3 games, 3 against Newcastle, 7 against Basel, and now 2 against Chelsea. It's just what we want, really, everyone. Just what we want. Klozak not having his best game, so we'll bring him on, and he's booked as well, so I don't want to take any chances. Let's bring on Ryan Kent. Luca also struggling, and you know what? We will actually do that change that they suggest, and we will bring on CDK. After that absolutely smashing goal he scored against Basel. And it makes sense to play him a target forward because he is tall. He's what, like 6'4". Ward-Prowse absolutely balloons it over. We're not playing rugby, James. We're not playing rugby. And that is a change that we will also make in about 10 minutes. In game time, obviously. We'll do it now. And we will just time waste a little bit, I think. And we will not counter press quite as much. I say as much, we just won't counter press at all. Because as our players are getting very tired, I do not want us to get caught out. Sorry everyone, I'm still just checking that the mic is recording. Look at this, everyone. 2-0. Away to Chelsea. Look at that. They have 15 shots and only managed next year just over 1. 5 of them on targets. That's what, about 0.2 per shot on target. Am I going to win this quite comfortably, everyone? Just a side note, everyone. It's not just us that Norwich put 5 past. They also put 5 past Villa. Norwich, I think they've still got Dean Smith. Still got Dean Smith as manager. Led by Josh Sargent, smashing the goals in. Noni Madueke, or Madueke, however you want to pronounce it. Smashing it. Who else is doing really well? Max Aarons, as you'd expect. Amoba Middelay. That guy. Looks class, to be fair. Looks really good, actually. We'll scout him. Luka Sucic. Look like they've put together a really decent team. So everyone, you might be thinking, oh, why didn't he wrap it up after the Chelsea game? And it was because we got the Champions League draw. Finding out who we're going to be playing in the next episode, because the next episode will be this game. So let's find out, everyone. Let's see what's going to happen. Benfica, obviously I knew we'd be playing them. We're going to be coming out on the left-hand side. Second up, who are we going to get? We've got Bayern Munich, Inter, City. Didn't think we'll get City though, or United, or Liverpool. So it's either going to be Bayern, Inter, PSG, or Dortmund. Dortmund, you know what? They are who I would have wanted, because I feel like they're probably a team we could beat. It's just annoying because, as you all know, if you've seen any other episodes, in particular the Dortmund series, I just love Dortmund as well. Couldn't write it. So who else we got? Sevilla, Inter, Real Madrid, Liverpool. Ooh, I like that draw. Big time. Lazio, Bayern. Could be a surprise. Same with Atletico Madrid, Porto, PSG, Juve, and Man City. That's probably going to be Man City, but who knows? That I really, really like. At least one of those teams isn't going through. Okay. So, let's see, everyone. Next episode is going to be here, February. So we'll get the transfer window done. And we'll come back in February for the first knockout round against Dortmund. Now, I think the board just wanted us to get to the first knockout round, so they'll be happy now regardless of what happens. But we want more than that. Right, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.